Alright everyone. Gotta wait for the ambulance to... Alright, so we will be making a Bridgerton style dress. I have wanted to do this for actual years and I'm super excited to be finally doing it. There's a ball coming up here in Utah called the Roses Are Red Masquerade. It's actually in a few days and I gotta cram this thing. I've been really busy working on a cosplay for a craftsmanship contest and it's 2 weeks away. I should probably be doing more. Anyways though, I will be making a pink glittery dress of my dreams. I'm going way more Bridgerton than actual Regency. It's been advertised as both Regency and Bridgerton at the ball, which I consider those two to have like similarities, like empire waistlines and maybe like ballet flats, but I actually think they're wearing heels in Bridgerton. But like entirely, it's pretty much different style. Like I think Bridgerton is like Regency fantasy, while like Regency is more like simple fabrics, simple things, like less bedazzled, you know? And I think both are really beautiful in their own ways. I don't think there's too much else to say about it. I'll be using this pattern. Oh, did I scare you? I'll be using this pattern for the base, but then after this pattern, I'll actually be like with my butterfly tool that I have lying around, I'll kind of be draping a little to see how I want that to lay. Once I have the base dress done. So I'm gonna swap out thread on all my machines for white and pink, and also cut up the pattern pieces, and then we'll get started. Okay, I have threaded my serger and sewing machine. This is the outer layer fabric. It's got a nice little shine to it. It's also, I think, a really pretty shade of pink. I also have a lining, which is this really simple lightweight cotton. I just don't want to feel that fabric against my skin, honestly. So instead of lining just the top half like this pattern suggests, I'm gonna actually line the whole thing. AKA I'm just gonna make two dresses and put them together. Also, I forgot to mention that all my fabric, this light is awful, all my fabric has been pre-washed and like heated and stuff, so it shouldn't change at all in the process. Alright, last night I cut out all the fabric pieces and I kind of draped where I want everything to be on the dress. So next up we'll be starting to assemble everything. Start with flat lining the butterfly fabric to the top half of the main fabric. If you don't know what flat lining is, it's basically where you take like one fabric and you layer it over another and you like, I like to serge around the edges and make it really clean. The purpose is to get basically one piece of fabric in the end. And that one piece of fabric, usually like I like to do like a really sparkly fabric over a more dull structured fabric, so then you get the benefits of both, you know? You get the really beautiful outer lines. Oh my, there's a donkey that I'm looking at right now. I actually did this for my VV cosplay from One Piece and it won a cosplay contest award. It was best novice craftsmanship, so I was pretty proud of it for this reason. So I'm basically doing the same thing here for the top portion, but then for the bottom it wouldn't make sense because it's all loose and flowing. I have this off-white cotton for my lining, which I have all cut out. I'm going to start with putting together the lining so I can get to know the pattern. All the other pieces are prepped and ready to go. I'm just going to sew these together and serge the edges to make them really clean. I'm not really following the instructions too closely, so what I'm going to be doing, because the instructions say to just line the top and then attach the skirt. I don't personally like that because my fabric has a little bit of sheerness to it. And I also want my sleeves lined. Like, I don't like the feeling, it's very plasticky, of the fabric I picked. This is the problem with Joann's being gone too. I can't touch the fabric first. I'm covering the whole thing on the inside so I don't have to feel it. So it'll be sewn together and flipped inside out at the sleeves and at the neckline, if that makes sense. cutting the hem of the bottom of this like half an inch shorter than the outside layer, so then it doesn't peek out at any point on accident, because I hate when I look at a photo and there's a little bit of lining peeking out. Alright guys, the lining part is completed, so now I will be working on the outer layer, which is the fun pink layer. Guys, my needle broke. Alright guys, I fixed the serger. This was my first time ever, like, just changing the serger needle or having serger needle break, so I like low-key panicked for a second. I don't think it likes the plastic sequences. Now it's time to actually start the bodice. I'm going to start by sewing the front and back pieces together. Hi Klaus! Alright, don't mind me, I'm in a tank top because I took this on and off a million times, but the dress is now done. I need to find where I put the waistband for it and finish that up or make a new waistband. Hello Klaus! Here is, well, it's upside down. The finished dress turned out so good. I installed the zipper. I was half considering not installing a zipper because it actually went on without being zipped up. It's quite loose actually. But it's kind of nice that it is. I do have a lot of thread cleanup to do. Like a ton. So I'm gonna add the waistband and little loops for the waistband and do some cleanup and it'll be finished. But I made a waistband last night. I don't know where it went. Alright guys, here is the dress. I actually just got home from the ball. The gloves are here, I took them off. It was super fun and obviously it held up all night. We did a lot of dancing. They had a teacher there to teach the special dances. A whole lot of this and that and this and this. I did not trip on at all. It was the perfect length hem, which I was really worried about because this style of hem has to be pretty much floor length, but it can't be so long that it is in your way dancing. And it worked perfectly. And it looked cute, and I met some really cool people and had a really great night, had some really good sweet treats, and now I'm going to eat some Burger King. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and I will see you next week. Thanks for watching!